classic triad of meningitis symptoms are headaches, fevers, and mucorigidity or neck stiffness. It can also cause photophobia, which is discomfort with bright lights, or phonophobia, which is discomfort with loud noises, or even hearing loss. Meningoencephalitis, meningitis together with encephalitis, can cause an altered mental state or seizures. There are two specific physical tests. The first one is Kernig sign, where the patient lies flat on their back, facing upwards, and one of their legs is raised with the knee flexed to a 90-degree angle. Then, the leg is supported and slowly straightened at the knee. If this causes back pain, then it's a positive Kernig sign. Another maneuver, the Brudzinski sign, is when a person lies flat on their back facing upwards and has their neck supported and flexed. If this causes them to automatically flex their knees or hips, then it's positive for the Brudzinski sign. If meningitis is suspected, a lumbar puncture can be done. This is when a needle goes through the lower lumbar vertebral levels of the spinal cord between L3 and L4, for example. The needle penetrates into the subarachnoid space and a few milliliters of CSF is taken. The opening pressure can be measured and the CSF can be analyzed for white blood cells, protein, and glucose. The treatment of meningitis depends on the underlying cause. For bacterial meningitis, it's common to administer steroids and then antibiotics to prevent massive injury to the leptomeninges from the inflammation caused as the antibiotics destroy the bacteria. In general, the treatment, antivirals, antibacterials, antifungals, or antiparasitic drugs are aimed at the specific cause of the meningitis. Prevention with a vaccine is appropriate for some causes like Neisseria meningitidis, but also for mumps and for disseminated tuberculosis, for example. Prophylactic antibiotics can also be administered to avoid outbreaks of bacterial meningitis, like in households where individuals haven't been vaccinated against Neisseria meningitidis. Thank you for watching my presentation. I hope you enjoyed it. As paramedics, it's just important to remember that classic triad of symptoms. We need to take those patients to hospital. It is important that these patients get treatment. If a patient is treated for meningitis and it is caught in a timely manner, only 2% of patients typically die from the disease.
Created using Powtoon.